Shinobu. Quick question. What do a pirate looking for treasure, a girl in a magical bathhouse, and a boy who wants to be a Hokage all have in common?
They were all born in Japan, and today they are loved in almost every country on Earth.
That's right! Today we are talking about anime. How did drawings from a small island country conquer the whole world? Stay with us.
Welcome to Japan with Ninjas, the podcast where we explore Japanese culture in slow, easy English.
I'm Hikari, and I have to say it, Shinobu and I are anime characters ourselves, so today feels very personal.
True. I'm Shinobu. Today's topic is anime, Japanese animation, its 100-year history, and the big question, why does the whole world love it?
100 years? Wait, anime is that old? I thought it started with TV.
Much older than TV. So let's take the time machine back to the beginning. The first Japanese animated films appeared around 1917, more than 100 years ago. They were short, silent, and drawn completely by hand.
1917? That is the age of silent movies. What were those first anime about?
Simple folk tales and funny stories. One famous early film shows a samurai testing a new sword and failing in a very funny way. Just a few minutes long, but people loved it. Now, here is an interesting question. Why did Japan draw its stories instead of filming them with actors?
Let me guess. Hollywood had big money and big studios. Japan needed a cheaper way to tell big stories?
Exactly. With a pencil, you can build a castle, a dragon, or a whole galaxy for the price of paper. Animation gave Japanese creators unlimited imagination on a small budget.
So anime was born from big dreams and small wallets. I love that.
Now we jump to the 1960s and to one man, Osamu Tezuka. In Japan, we call him Manga no Kami-sama, the god of manga.
The god of manga. What did he create?
His most famous child is Astro Boy, Tetsuwan Autumn in Japanese, a robot boy with a human heart. In 1963, it became Japan's first weekly TV anime series. And Tezuka invented tricks that shaped anime forever. Limited animation, fewer drawings but strong poses, dramatic close-ups, and those big shining eyes.
Wait, the big anime eyes came from Tezuka? My eyes are basically his invention.
In a way, yes. Big eyes show emotion clearly. Joy, tears, sparkle. Tezuka learned that from early Disney films, then made it deeper and more emotional. And here is the key difference. In Japan, anime was never only for children. Tezuka wrote stories about war, life, and death. Anime grew up together with its audience.
So, while some countries said cartoons are for kids, Japan said animation is for everyone. That changed everything, right?
That is the single biggest reason anime became what it is today. Remember that idea. We will come back to it. After Tezuka, the 1980s and 90s brought the first big world wave. Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, these shows traveled overseas and landed on after-school TV in dozens of countries.
So millions of kids around the world grew up shouting Kamehameha without knowing a single other Japanese word.
Exactly. Those kids are adults now. and many of them are today's biggest anime fans, game creators, and even Hollywood directors. The wave never stopped. It only grew.
Okay, now the big question. Why did the world fall in love with anime? I want the foreign fans' point of view.
Let's look at what overseas fans themselves say. Reason 1, the stories respect you. Heroes lose. Friends sometimes die. Villains have reasons. Nothing feels too safe or too simple.
I have heard fans say exactly that. Anime made me cry, and no cartoon ever did. The emotions feel real, even when the world is fantasy.
Reason 2. Every interest has an anime. Cooking, basketball, chess, firefighting, even making anime itself. Whatever you love, there is an anime about it.
Reason 3 is my favorite. Anime is a free ticket to Japan. Fans see cherry blossoms, school festivals, bento boxes, summer fireworks, and they start dreaming of visiting.
That is very real. Ask foreign tourists in Akihabara why they came to Japan, and many will answer with one word: anime. And we cannot forget Studio Ghibli. Films like My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away showed the world that animation can be true art.
Spirited Away even won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2003. An Oscar for a hand-drawn Japanese film about a bathhouse for spirits?
And in 2024, Miyazaki did it again. The Boy and the Heron won a second Oscar. He was 83 years old, still drawing.
83 and still creating worlds? That is a true master. No wonder fans everywhere respect Japanese animators so much. Oh, and can we talk about the music? Because anime openings are a whole world of their own.
They are. Many fans say they fell in love with Japanese music through anime openings. Songs like Gurenge from Demon Slayer or Idol from Oshinoko topped charts far outside Japan.
And some fans go one step further. They start learning Japanese because of anime. They want to understand their favorite characters without subtitles.
Which is exactly what you, our listeners, are doing right now, learning English through Japanese culture. Anime fans and language learners are often the same people. One more reason: streaming. Today, a new episode airs in Tokyo, and fans in Brazil, France, and America watch it the same day, with subtitles. The world watches anime together now.
One planet, one broadcast. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, they are not Japanese hits anymore. They are world events.
So, what does anime look like inside Japan today? First, it is everywhere. Trains have anime posters. Towns have anime statues. Even the police use anime mascots.
And there is a special kind of travel, right? I heard fans visit the real places from their favorite anime.
Yes, it is called Seichi junrei, which means pilgrimage to sacred places. The real stairs from your name in Tokyo, the small town of Chichibu. Fans travel there like pilgrims.
A pilgrimage for anime, and the local towns love it. Visitors bring energy, and shops even sell special anime goods.
Anime is also serious business. The anime industry earns more than 3 trillion yen a year, and more than half of that now comes from overseas.
More than half from outside Japan? So the world is not just watching anime, the world is supporting it.
If you visit Japan as an anime fan, 3 places to remember. Akihabara in Tokyo for shops and figures. The Ghibli Museum in Mitaka book early, and Nipponbashi in Osaka, Akihabara's Western cousin.
And keep your eyes open everywhere. Anime will find you on vending machines, on airplanes, even on police posters. Recap time. Anime is over 100 years old. It started around 1917 with short, hand-drawn silent films.
In the 1960s, Osamu Tezuka, the god of manga, created Astro Boy and the style we still see today. And most important, in Japan, anime was never only for kids.
The world fell in love because anime respects its fans. Real emotions, a story for every interest, and a free ticket to Japanese culture.
Ghibli won 2 Oscars. Streaming made anime a same-day world event, and fans now make pilgrimages, Seichi junrei, to real anime places in Japan.
From a pencil and paper to the whole planet, that is the way of anime.
Thank you for listening today. And remember, if 2 ninja podcast hosts can exist, it is thanks to 100 years of anime dreamers.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and give us a like. It really helps other anime fans and English learners find us. Today's question for you: what was your first anime? The one that started everything for you? Tell us in the comments. We read them all.
Next time, another journey into the heart of Japan. Until then, keep dreaming big, like Tezuka with his pencil.
See you next time on Japan with Ninjas. Matane!